Well met. Have a good one.
How are you? Have a good one.
Hello. Safe travels. See you around.
Oh yeah, we gotta go get Frost Nova. Like, immediately go get Frost Nova. I'll be freezing people all the time. Hair's being a little wild, but that's okay. It's quite alright. Cool with it. Let me fix that. There we go. Much better.
How are you? Safe travels. Have a good one.
Greetings. Go with honor.
Oh, Grandma Stonefield. What do we got? Yeah, we got quite a few left to turn in over in Goldshire. We'll head back over there in just a minute. Hey, what's going on, chat? Anybody in there? How you guys doing this evening? I really want to go get Frost Nova, but it's fine. We'll go get it later. No rush to go get that. Wonder if this game sounds maybe a little bit too loud. Chill that out just a little bit. Actually, hold on. I think I had some pretty good. I need to bring everything down to like 10%. No, the music's usually a little too loud. So you bring the music back to 50% so that you can put this at 40%. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Whatever sounds good. You guys let me know in the chat if it sounds good or bad. Oh damn, I missed. No worries. No worries. Nice little chill vibe, little chill WoW stream tonight. keep it cool. Keep the vibes real nice and chill. Somewhat relaxing, you might even say. Fireball. All right. These used to move a little, yeah. Questing used to move a little bit slower back in like classic, but I kind of like the in between of classic leveling and Cataclassic, where it's not quite as difficult and slow paced as classic was, but it's not like retail where leveling is trivial and almost pointless. Like, I have a feeling that retail, it wouldn't surprise me if retail WoW got to a point where there was no leveling. You just created a character and boom, you were max level, and then all you were really concerned about doing was gearing that character. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up in that situation one day. But so long as they keep re-putting out the iterations of the classic servers, I think you'd probably be fine with that, Dan, to be honest with you. Just because why not? In my opinion, I think that would be honestly pretty reasonable. Be a pretty reasonable thing to do. And it wouldn't surprise me anyway.
You need something? Safe travels. See you later.
As the collector. I'll probably have a stream one night where I do nothing but gathering. Just chill tunes. Probably just WoW's background music, honestly. And keep the voice nice and soft so that it's somewhat relaxing. And just go around and mine. Pick up some herbs. Just keep it really nice and chill. Maybe something you could fall asleep to. Yum. This pie is the best. I think my memory is coming back to me. Delicious. Bernice's necklace. Taken back from Goldtooth. Oh yeah, I remember old Goldtooth. God, you know, I'm gonna go turn, before we go kill Goldtooth, I'm gonna go turn these other quests in over here at Goldshire and go ahead and get Frost Nova, because yeah, Frost Nova's good stuff, and I wanna have that while I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Oh, must be another a mining node, that's what it is. Oh. Seems we have angered a kobold tunneler. And we may potentially be about to engage a forest spider as well. Lucky us. Lucky for us, they're no match for a master of the mystical arts. Or arcane fire and frost, but same difference. It's mystical. It's elemental, but it's mystical. yeah, we're gonna head back over here to Goldshire and turn in all these quests that we've got here, and then we'll get our Frost Nova. If you're just now joining the stream, I appreciate it. This is just a chill WoW stream. Keeping the voice low, keeping the vibes cool and chill. Just something to relax and take it easy after a long day. Appreciate you popping in. Elwyn Forest is probably one of my favorite locations in the game, period. I mean, it's certainly one of the better starting zones, but it's also one of my favorite just locations in the game. Just the music and the vibes, and especially at nighttime. It's really, really nice. But honestly, I would say my actual favorite
See you later.
is, I guess, it's not Duskwood, it's Darkshire.
See you around.
Oh my gosh, for whatever reason, I can't seem to remember the daggone name of it. It is Duskwood. I was right. Yeah, Duskwood, where Darkshire is located. Now, that's probably my favorite zone. I also love the questing there. Like, that's one of my favorite zones to go questing.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend. Like legend. Careful
Oh, yeah.
for the Alliance.
We're going to be heading over to Westfall. So Westfall's not bad, too. I've just leveled through Westfall so many times. It gets old after a while. But I very much enjoy Duskwood.
Good day to you. Safe travels. Have a good one. See you later. See you around. See you later.
Alright, let's go train really fast. We should be able to... Yeah, we'll train and we'll also get rid of some of that junk we've got in our bags.
You need something?
Counterspell. Frost Nova.
See you around.
Alright, so Frost Nova will pop down here. Counters any spell casting, preventing any spell from that school of magic being cast. You know, I actually probably should put that right there, and then we'll put this right. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. That's how I want it to go down. I feel good about that. That feels pretty good. I like it. I'm good with it. Alright. Now that we turned everything in over here, let's go focus up. And we'll actually, nope, hold on. I did not clear out my bags yet. And I'm certain we've got some garbage in here. No.
See you around.
Need a vendor. Someone to
How are you?
There we go. There we go. Everything that's not listed as an upgrade, I think, will be the first thing that I decide to get rid of. Well, I don't want to get rid of my mats either, so we probably want to hang on to those. But we'll get rid of, like, jerky and food. Well, maybe not all of the food, just in case we start to run low on mana. Clean the bag space up right here.
See you around.
Go ahead and equip these upgrades. Yada, yada, yada.
I supply only the
And then we
finest
can
goods.
sell those so that they're not taking up bag space.
Safe travels.
Alright, let's head back over to, I guess it's the Fargo Deep Mine? Or no? Yeah, it's Fargo Deep Mine over here. And get Bernice's necklace from Old Goldtooth. Should be fun. Should be very fun. I just wanted an excuse to use Frost Nova. Oh, I forgot the... Here we go. Hold on. Oh, there's Goldtooth right there. Why did I think he was in the cave? He used to be in the cave. Guess they must have moved him out. okay. I'm cool with it. Works for me. I'll go over here and grab the silver leaf that's right there. Oh, I got an eyelash in my eye. Being very bothersome. We'll go over here and do some more of these quests before we go turn everything in. Crystal Kelp Frond. See if we can. There we go. That was a little risky. As soon as I get Blizzard, though, it's over with. As soon as we get Blizzard, it's all over with. Yeah, I mentioned a little bit earlier in the stream, one night I want to do a stream of nothing but gathering, just going around, gathering herbs and mines. Make it a super chill stream. Keep it nice and quiet and comfortable, something you could relax to. Murlocs. I swear if this is one of those quests that takes forever to get all the things that you need looted, that's okay. It's fine. We're keeping it chill, keeping it casual, laid back stream on a lovely Monday evening. There's two of them already. Shooting it right through the tree. How did I miss that? I was standing right next to him and I somehow missed that. I'm in a tough spot. The spawn rate over here is insane. Just farm Murlocs all night. Oh gosh. I might actually die. I am going to die. Gosh, their spawn rate was ridiculous. I probably should have bailed out on that a little sooner, but that's okay. Oh, there's a hair. Let's see. There was a hair in my headset and it was tickling the side of my face and it was awful frustrating. But it's okay because I dealt with it. I was making some adjustments here. There we go. It's a little bit better. That's good. All right, let's carry on. Alright, so just need one more of these bad boys. Alright. And there we go. Alright, well, I'm certainly gonna try to mine this copper vein over here. I just don't want to get caught up in that same scenario where I'm basically in a spot where they continuously respawn. About to run into a small issue here, probably. Handled it. Wasn't even worried about it. Alright, let's mine the copper vein down here. And then we can get out of here. Alright. I suppose while we're over here, we can run up here and scout through the Jasper Lode mines. I'm not sure that that silver leaf is worth the trouble that it will probably cause me trying to get it. But we can go grab this silver leaf over here. Oh hell. Look at that little dude scamper across there, getting after it. Oh, what we got up here? Copper vein. That is being protected by a pack of wolves. Fantastic. Well, nothing we can't handle. Anybody just now joining the stream, welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. As I'm sure you gathered from the title, this is just a very chill WoW stream. Gonna keep the voice low and slow. It's just meant to be a very chill vibe, very relaxing stream. There's an awful lot of wolves over here. We could take out the entire wolf pack. We might have to. Might even have a choice. Yeah, there it is right there. That'd be the Jasper Lode mine. Peace Bloom. Is this thing gonna leash or not? Yep, there we go. I figured we were getting pretty close to its leash, but wasn't sure. Another silver leaf. Damn. Oh, dude hurts. Yeah, I'm gonna probably take them on. Take on both of them. Don't know why the hell I used Fireball right there. Get out of town now. You know, I remember that leveling as Frost is kind of fun, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna level as Frost. Because summoning your water elemental is like pretty badass. It's just been a long time since I've played a mage, and even longer since I've played one in this version of the game. But that's cool because summon water elemental. Yeah, see, that's pretty badass. Go ahead and yeah. So unfollow, he will assist. That's what we want. On assist. And he's also, see this right here. This is what is kind of the cool part. Wait. Control, I don't want to run. What are we doing? Dog. What are we doing? Bro. What just happened? Where did his spell go? Dog. Alright. I screwed up again. Well, yeah, I know. Freeze. So, okay. So control 4. I'll just have to change the assignment of that bar, I guess. It's a little ridiculous, but whatever. Key bindings. Pet bar. Excuse me? Are you telling me that I can't change the pet bar? Unbelievable. I'm calling Blizzard right now. Alright, whatever. Who cares? Bam. Get in there. Damn it. It's kind of nice that he tanks for me just a little bit. If I could name my water elemental, I would name him Winslow. Oh, we've already completed the quest. Guess I was just going further and further into the mine to mine more of the nodes. Get more of the nodes. Alright, I guess we're already all halfway over here. We might as well pop in and turn in further concerns. We also need to go in the Tower of Azor. Do they still have that quest in there? There used to be a quest in there, but I think you have to be a certain level in order to do it. Ah, Group Finder is not available until level 15. For some reason I thought it was level 10, but that makes sense. That's cool. Oh damn, bags are full. Yeah. Then as soon as we turn this in, we will absolutely go back to Goldshire just so we can empty out the bags. But before we do that, we are going to pick up this Silverleaf and Earthroot, and we're going to kill this wolf. Not quite. Almost, though. Damn. Okay, we got Earthroot over there. We can go mine the Silverleaf. Hopefully this Silverleaf will put me up to 15 and then I can mine the Earthroot. So we'll cross our fingers for that. Damn it, it put me up to 14, so here's Peace Bloom. This will do it. This will put us up to 15. Then we can mine the, or not mine, but gather the Earthroot. Let's go over and turn this quest in before we forget. Some rather interesting conversations going on and looking for group chat. I'll spare you all the details, but it is getting intense. People be posting some wild stuff. If you just joined the stream, drop something in the chat there if you like. Do you play WoW? What do you play? Do you play Classic? Do you play Retail? Which is your favorite version of the game?
Honor, friend.
How long have you been playing?
Careful. For the Alliance. Need help? Go with honor, friend.
Alright, we're gonna run back. you know, I'm gonna be lazy and use the Hearthstone really fast. Just jump back really fast. Okay.
Hey there.
There he is.
Have a good one. Safe travels. What can I do for you?
Come on, William.
Hey there. Hello. Good day to you. See you around.
Alright, good man. Bum-bum-ba-na-na-na-na.
Greetings. Light bless you. Be careful. Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
You need something?
Sure, I've got a little bit of junk in here to sell. Definitely could sell that. I don't need that. I would be curious if this stuff auctions for a decent price, but it probably doesn't. Maybe the copper ore does, so we'll keep that. And the... Did I just sell the silver leaf? Did that just happen? It's fine. I must have. It's okay.
Have a good one.
We'll just leave it. We'll leave it be for now. We need to turn. Okay, looks like we did turn in everything here so far. I don't have any other abilities to learn just yet, so that's good. Let's go turn in these stragglers out here. Oh yeah, that's the one that wants us to go to the Westbrook Garrison and then head over to Westfall and all that good stuff. Gotta love good old Westfall. It's not a bad place to quest. It really isn't. You get used to it. Over there, Sentinel Hill and stuff like that. And then you get to go through the whole storyline leading up to the Dead Mines and you know all that. It's got a really good, rich story over in Westfall area. So it's not a bad place to quest. I just can't. I am more looking forward to Duskwood. Duskwood's like my favorite place to quest. All the quest lines there are my favorite. Morladim and stuff like that. Yeah, that stuff's always really fun. The Embalmer's Wife. Those are always really good quest lines. I always really enjoyed those. Especially playing them in a classic setting. So it's not, I know I'm playing Kata Classic, but it's still closer to Classic. It's just not quite as as difficult. It doesn't take as long to level through. And I really picked up Kata Classic here recently because I am excited for Mists of Pandaria Classic coming out. I really enjoyed Mists of Pandaria, so I want to kind of get in here and get a tune ready to go for, which I already have a warrior ready, but get a couple of them ready. I liked playing mage back in the day. I don't know why I just turned on my frame rates right there. It was weird. I got distracted. I was coming over here to gather some peace bloom and ran into some wolves. What was I saying? I was just yapping. I was just being a professional yapper, to be honest with you. But no, I was just talking about. I got into playing Kata Classic here recently because mainly I just play retail. For the most part, I did play through Classic, but I played through Classic when it first came out, like back in 2019. Me and a couple of friends tried the whole hardcore thing, but that wasn't for us. And I didn't have the time to keep putting into characters after characters, because you die to a fluke or whatever, and that was it, character gone. I think we got to like 30 something before we all died, and then it was, we pretty much called it quits. But we did switch over because you get a free character transfer over to like an anniversary realm or whatever. And we went over and did that for a little bit and played that for a while. And it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. And we jumped back into Season 2 of Retail. And Season 2 of Retail just went by a lot quicker than Season 1, obviously. The guild got AOTC pretty quick and pushed a couple of bosses into Mythic, and then, you know, after that, it kind of everybody slowed down, went and played other games. Plus, a lot of games came out, you know, between the Oblivion remake, Night Rain. Some of the guys were going back to play in PoE 2 for a while. Just a lot of games competing for space. And then Expedition 33. I can't believe I forgot that one. That obviously, you know, people went over to play that. So it was retail slowed down for my guild, and it's still kind of slow. Nobody's really playing right now. A couple of the more hardcore players are still playing it. They're pushing that 3,000 or 3,500 Mythic Plus rating, which I got to like 2850 on my Paladin tank, but I was totally fine with just getting timed 12s and, you know, stuff like that. I wasn't really too concerned about getting all the way to 3K. I got AOTC and I got you know, timed 12s on Mythic Plus, and I was pretty good. I was pretty good with that, and I was starting to get burnt out with the whole Mythic Plus grind. Excuse me. I don't know what time it is for you guys. It's almost 11 o'clock for me here over on the East Coast. Didn't realize how sleepy I was starting to get. Oh, well, who knows? Maybe one day this will take off and
Have a good one.
start to pay the bills, and I won't have to worry about getting up so early. That'd be the dream, wouldn't it? You know? Content creation's a dream for a lot of people, and I hope that anybody that's serious about it and really wants it, I hope that they get it. There we go. Murloc fins. Gonna go kill some bears. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It looks like there's only showing up as potentially being 2 bears over in this area, so well, they're all over the place, really. You can find these bad boys just about anywhere over here. Well, anybody checking out the stream, or maybe they'll come across this VOD later, and assuming that they decide to watch it 40 minutes in, I got a pretty exciting stream idea coming up pretty soon. So it's going to be this Friday, which is the 13th? Friday would be the 13th, I think. Oh, Friday the 13th, how about that? Yeah, I got a pretty cool idea for a stream that night, so hopefully I can get some people to tune in, hang out with me, and we're gonna do a long night stream. We're gonna stay up all night. Well, most of the night. We may not do all night, but we're gonna go pretty late. We're gonna go pretty late into the early hours of the morning, so it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it'll be good stuff. I think it'll be good things. All right. I haven't seen any wolves. Oh, wow. finally can gather the earth root. Murloc fins. Excuse me. Yeah. I really thought he was gonna die before now. Ooh, nice crit. It's got to be a torn Murloc fin, not just a regular Murloc fin. I remember in Classic, there was a quest to kill fishes and obtain their heads. And you wouldn't believe how many fish were walking around without any friggin' heads on. I realize I just said walking around, but you know what I mean. There was plenty of fish swimming about, apparently with no heads. But, had a buddy of mine rationalize that to me a little bit and said that, well, not every fish that you kill has an acceptable head for what the quest requires. So, I let it go, but it still frustrated me a little bit. One of those things, I guess. I'm going to have to get some more bags. This bag space is filling up way too fast. It's starting to aggravate me. What we got over here? Some more silver leaf. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. What is my wife doing in there? Oh, I see. I see what she's doing. Brother. Man, that's probably sell for some decent money now. Come on. Here, we're gonna drink this alcoholic beverage so that we can loot the warrior's pants and just hit my face with the microphone. Come on. Murloc fins. Murloc fins. Shit. Wasn't quite close enough. Missed that. Look at all these greens that are dropping over here all of a sudden. What's going on? Dog. That's the quest item. That's what I need. Get rid of the bear meat. Pick up the... I can't believe that's the first one to drop. That's aggravating as hell. Okay. Yeah, so there's a conversation. It's kind of funny that I was talking about this a minute ago. There's a conversation going on in Looking for Group right now, and I know you can't see it because my webcam is covering it, which I do that on purpose, by the way, just in case there's any filth that comes up in there that I don't want on the stream. People are talking about, obviously, it looks like they're going to just continue with each iteration of WoW in classic version. You know, we're getting Mists of Pandaria in the next month, and then I would say probably a year from now they'll unveil Warlords of Draenor, and then after, so the one I'm really looking for is Legion. Now I know we're getting Legion Remix probably towards the end of this year or early next year, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, I didn't hate MoP Remix, but I do think that I will enjoy MoP Classic more for the simple fact that it's the actual game as it was, or at least similar to it. You know, Remix, you had all these extra power-ups and all this extra stuff going on, so it kind of trivialized a whole lot of the stuff. Because I remember when we were playing MoP Remix, we were ripping through dungeons and raids and stuff like that because we were just like insanely overpowered. But I'm still going to play Legion Remix. I think that'll be a whole lot of fun. But when we get to the point when it's time for Legion Classic or whatever, I mean, I'm going to straight up, like, probably quit my job. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that, but still, I might think about it, honestly. Or I might put in for, like, a leave of absence or something. Because that was probably... There were 2 times in my entire career of playing this game that I played an unhealthy amount of it. And the first one was Wrath of the Lich King. That whole expansion was really, really bad. I spent entirely too much time playing this game. And then again, when Legion was released. When Legion came out, Legion is to this day my favorite expansion. It's the best one I think they ever did. Especially for like more modern WoW. Like, don't get me wrong, I thought the Burning Crusades was great. I thought Wrath of the Lich King was great, obviously, but I don't consider them to be modern iterations of WoW because we hadn't went through the changes that we did, like with the Cataclysm, but then they updated a whole lot of the character models and stuff, I believe, in Warlords of Draenor. And then so we got what I call modern WoW, which is obviously just closer to retail WoW. I think Legion was the best version of the game we've gotten in a long time. And don't get me wrong, the War Within, retail WoW as it exists now is fine. It's just heavy centered around in-game content, which is what it's meant to be and what it should be. And I enjoy that. I do. I enjoy the Mythic Plus push. I enjoy raiding and stuff with my guild, but it just doesn't feel like an MMO anymore because it's really not. It's something you log on and you do stuff with a small group of people, and you either push to the highest level that you can, or you go and you try to farm transmog, or you go and you try to, farm for mounts and stuff like that, which is fine, which is great. I mean, you play the game however you want to. But there are parts of me that obviously misses the way that the game was an actual MMO at one point where, it had that sense of adventure and exploration. It's one of the reasons why flight in the game has always been kind of a hit or miss for me. In the earliest iterations of WoW, before flying existed or when it was a lot harder to obtain. Why do I keep doing that? I need to clear out my bags or else I can't mine this. What was I saying? I'm over here yapping, being a professional yapper right now. What I was saying is when flying was a lot more difficult to obtain or before it existed, you were forced to explore the world. And that's what made the world feel bigger. Now, in retail WoW, there is more land area. There are more zones and more places to go, but the game feels insanely smaller than it does even in classic WoW, because you can get everywhere essentially instantly. There's no effort in getting somewhere. You can either just, you know, fly there as quick as hell, you know, you can teleport. There's all kinds of ways to get places, and that's fine, because that's kind of the way the game is designed to be now. The game is designed to be a lot faster pace, you know, get to your in-game content and grind out the dungeons and the raids and stuff like that, which is totally fine. But I'd be lying if I said that I don't kind of miss how it used to be set up, where, you know, there was a lot more exploration and the world felt bigger. And when you finally got to a new zone and you got to explore that new zone, you know, you felt accomplished when you finally completed all the little quest hubs and stuff in there. You know, you didn't just, you know, pick up a quest, fly up in the air, fly over to the quest, do the quest, fly up and fly back. You know, you used to have to get there, you know, and there might be some danger along the way. It was a lot easier to feel immersed in the world then than it is now. And that's not anything new. I mean, anybody that's played this game both in its classic form and in its retail form understands those differences and understands that they're two different games. And I think we're lucky to be able to play whichever one we want, or both, which is kind of what I'm doing. You know, I think it was a good move. I think it was a good move by Blizzard, honestly. You can tell I'm losing focus when I get really into what I'm saying, because I'm just walking around, and now I'm getting into a fight with some wolves here that I don't necessarily need to be fighting, but I do want that mine node right there. Oh god. Alright, it's cool. We can bail out. We're gonna be fine. One of them slowed me. Sorry, my water elemental's gonna tank it. Oh yeah, we're in good shape. Watch this. He ain't gonna know what hit him now. That's how we do it. I gotta go clear out my bags, man, or something. Good stuff. Goodness, man. I'm all the way over here. I'm nowhere near a place where I can clear out my bags. My bags are completely full. I can't hardly loot anything. I need to go, like, freaking sell this copper ore. Surely somebody's paying a decent amount for it, maybe. I don't know, maybe not. Could be total crap. Who knows? Oh, sorry. I clicked off. Oh, man. I'll tell you what. I think we'll head back over to Goldshire and probably call it for tonight. This was meant to only be a little short, chill stream, but anybody that did pop in, I do appreciate you coming and hanging out with me for a little bit and listening to me yap on about nothing. Yeah, I'm probably going to do more of these this week. Probably won't be one tomorrow night, but I'm probably going to stream Wednesday and Thursday night, and it'll probably just be some more of these little chill WoW streams, you know, a little bit of questing, leveling, stuff like that. But Friday the 13th, I've got something planned for Friday that I think is going to be really cool. I don't want to reveal it yet because I want to have a big reveal when I do decide to reveal it, which is not right now. I just got to make sure everything's going to come together on it, so I don't want to set myself up for failure by revealing it too early. But I'm pretty excited about it, and I think it's going to go over well, and I hope it does. I think it's going to be tons of fun, which is really the main thing. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So we're going to chill for the next few minutes of the stream while I walk back to Goldshire. And yeah, I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. I really, really do. It means a lot that you would spend your time here with me, watching me, you know, run my mouth about nothing and playing a little World of Warcraft. Which, by the way, I mean, we got a bit of a walk here, so I'm just going to get back into my, you know, my yap mode over here and just keep on going. Let's talk about how this is probably the best game that was ever made, okay? And not because there aren't better games out there currently in different genres. I'm not saying that, you know, I mean, more people probably played and love and will remember, you know, Call of Duty and stuff like that, because it's a lot more popular and accessible, I think, for people. Like, WoW is the type of game that I feel like you have to have the right mindset for it. You know, you have to have the right sort of maybe personality type to want to play a game where you invest as much time into WoW, at least, especially in the early days, because people would invest a lot of time into this game. A lot of time. Like, it would actually it inspired documentaries about how people played this game too much. People were dropping out of college. People were losing their jobs. People's like marriages were falling apart because of how much time and effort they would put into this game, because it demanded that of you in its early days, you know, because it was an MMO RPG that was meant to take, I mean, it took months to progress, to do things, and there were just low drop chances and low chances of things working out, and it was difficult to coordinate 40 people to do a raid and things like that. So, but when you talk about the cultural impact that this game has had, you know, everything from like Leroy Jenkins and stuff like that up to freaking Night Elf Mohawk and all the different ads that they've run over the years and stuff like that. I mean, this game is to still be as popular as it is, to be pretty much the only MMO in existence that's lasted this long, that's maintained a solid player base the entire time. I mean, that's incredible, right? You think so? I mean, what's this? Manifest. Oh, what's going on? What is this? No, I'm not interested in view bots, man. I'm gonna do this on my own, but I appreciate you, bot man, jumping in here. Anyway, getting interrupted over here by bot man. Throw me a follow, bot man. Come on. If you're gonna hop in here and throw crap in my chat, then the least you can do is follow me. Boost me up on my followers list a little bit. Anyway, what was I saying? I was talking some shit about how this game is amazing, and I got distracted, but yeah. Basically, I'll just quit with my yippity yapping over here and basically just put it like this. The game had a huge cultural impact. It maintained I don't know what the numbers are because they quit releasing that. You know, at the height, it was at what, like 12 million subscribers or whatever, 12 million people playing the game. There's still quite a few people playing the game spread out across each different version of the game. Retail, classic anniversary, whatever this is. You know, this is classic, but this is like classic, like we're going classic again. So we've got classic anniversary realms. We've got classic, and somebody was saying that like the classic anniversary realms are going to go into Burning Legion towards the end of this year. So it's like they're just going to keep rotating these out so you can keep reliving the experience each time. So this is something for everybody that never got a chance to play certain expansions, that never got a chance to experience what those expansions were like when they first came out. Now, granted, they're never going to be able to recreate that. I think anybody, you know, that played this game at that time knows that you're never going to recreate what it was like to be there when the gates of Encourage were opened for the first time, when the servers were crashing and people were playing on, extremely old hardware, and people were getting 2 and 3 and 4 frames per second, at Encourage and stuff like that. People aren't going to understand what it was like to be there the first time that, you saw Archimonde in Hajal and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of those moments that you're never going to be able to technically recreate because it's all been done before. But you can get pretty damn close, okay? You can get as close as you could possibly get without turning back time, and we can't do that. So, I don't know, but I'm done gassing and glazing this game up. Just wanted to chat a little bit. I like chatting. I like talking to people. I wish more people popped into my stream on occasion because I would like to talk to people who have similar interests and stuff like that, but that's okay because this is the beginning of my journey in the streaming industry and content creation. So if you popped in, I really appreciate it. If you liked what you saw, feel free to come back. I'm going to be streaming Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. I know tonight is Monday. Tonight was a little surprise stream even for me. I decided to pop in, just give it a shot tonight and have a little bit of fun. But I think I'm going to try to stick to a schedule of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. And yeah, just going to do a few little WoW streams here and there. I'm probably going to throw in some survival horror games that are pretty popular and fun to play. I'll obviously probably do some of the more trendy games and newer games that come out and stream those. I actually haven't played Expedition 33 yet. I'm actually kind of waiting for the hype to die down on that just a little bit and just check it out a little bit later. I had so many games going on at the same time, you know, between the Oblivion remake, between Doom, the Dark Ages and stuff coming out, and then there was Night Rain. Just a whole lot of stuff to try to fit into a small amount of time. So, but like I said, if you stopped in tonight, I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, drop me a follow, and hope to see you back. Yeah, have a good night.